It's a Super Bowl of smoking bowls, and it's happening right here in Illinois. The High Times Cannabis Cup is now underway with growers across the state eager for the buds of their labor to be judged by the masses. By buds, we do mean cannabis, and by masses, we mean you. Anyone of legal smoking age in Illinois can buy judging kits starting this weekend, and we're giving you a sneak peek at some of the competition. Joining us now is Laura Jaramillo, COO at nuEra Cannabis. COO, I said, so any assumption that she did any wake and bake type of situation is not true. Just flew in from another conference. I just spoke with her during the break. She's a friend of the stream. Happy Friday. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
So tell me about the event. You buy a kit, you judge different cannabises in different categories. How do you become a part of it? Kind of take me through it.
Yeah, absolutely. So High Times has put together, different cultivators around the state could have submissions to the cup, and they've organized them in kits in different categories. And so you can pick the category you're more interested in, right? You can say, hey, I'm a fan of edibles. I want to try the edibles category. Okay. There is a drinks category. There's a concentrates. There's different types of flower. So you can select the kit that you want, and you'll get a number of samples from the people competing in that category. So I'll give you an example of a category I'm really excited about is drinks. You'll get, I think it's about 5 different drinks from different companies, and you can taste them, then you can grade them on different ways, and you can vote. The thing I'll say is there's a very limited number of kits, and so there's only 5 different dispensary brands where you can buy them, including the nuEra dispensaries. For anyone in Chicago, our dispensary is in North Avenue near the Home Depot, there with North Avenue and Ada. And we also have many of our brands. We're also cultivators. We have many of our brands participating. So with drinks, we have a brand new, this is RYTHM, is a THC drink. So imagine like you're drinking a really delicious seltzer, but it'll give you a little different kind of buzz than what you might be used to. And so the thing I'll say is there's a limited number of kits. So if you want to participate, I encourage you to go early on Saturday before they run out.
So kind of describe the ideal judge for me. The ideal judge, and then is it solely a competition geared towards connoisseurs, if you will, like sommeliers of weed, or can newbies get involved too?
Look, I would say newbies can get involved. I would never encourage newbies to go crazy and try a bunch of different products all at once. You always start slow and start easy. But yeah, absolutely. It's open to anybody that gets a kit. So if you're just like dipping your toes in the water, this is a great way to try a bunch of different products at once. Yeah. The other thing I'll say, it's the great price versus what you would buy that much product for. So it's also a pretty good deal. Yeah,
like it's a discount. And if you want like a good sampling, because these have been vetted before, you have to be a certain quality to get in. It's not like anybody's bud can get in the competition. So cannabis has been legal now for several years here in Illinois. How is the dope game? Still growing, no pun there on growing. You guys are really doing well, but as an industry overall?
As an industry, the cannabis industry is going through a lot of challenges right now around the country, but in particular in Illinois. There's been a number of social equity licenses that have been issued as part of a program to get communities that have been traditionally excluded from the business into cannabis, but it's been a really bumpy road. There's not a lot of money in the industry right now. So these new entrepreneurs have these licenses and they're really struggling to raise the money. So we're actually making a big effort to open up opportunities for them. We're having today, actually, at our Chicago store, a little fair where we're going to be featuring a lot of the craft growers and infusers that have just started opening up. These are all social equity licensees that have new brands. And so if people are excited about, what is now a much more diverse and much more open cannabis industry, today would be a great day to come by our store in the afternoon after 4 p.m. and check out, you know, we're going to be outside, we'll have a DJ, we'll have food, and we're going to have a bunch of these new brands displaying their product. We'll have discounts on the products for the new social equity brands. So we're trying to support these new entrants, but they've had a rough time. It's not good economic times to be starting a cannabis business.
It's not good economic times to be in the media business. You know, just not good economic times right now. And so
that's my old life. Before cannabis, I was in media like you. I was in TV news. And so, hey, if you ever change your mind, give us a call.
Well, my mind might be changed for me, and you'll be the first call I make. And it's great to talk about the social equity because that rollout was kind of botched. And now that it has been rolled out better, it's terrible economics. So, I mean, you know, pretty thoughtful of you guys being stewards of that because, you know, it's not like you get a license, all of a sudden you can start selling. There's giant infrastructure. So before we let you go.
Expensive to get up and running,
before we let you go, we have to ask you about the strains, their names, some of your submissions, Cobra Milk, Frog's Breath, Don Shula. I mean,
honestly, Don Shula is probably one of our most popular strains. People love it. We also have the Glove, which is named after Gary Payton. So, you know, there's some sports references for sports lovers there. Honestly, it's one of the silliest things about cannabis. I love it.
That is great. And, like, do people know when they want the Don Shula that was a famous 70s, 80s football coach for the Miami Dolphins, or they may not even know, right?
I mean, it depends how old they are, I think, and I certainly wouldn't have known, but I've been told. So there you go.
Well, despite your jet lag, and I know you had basically a red eye in to join us this morning, you've been delightful. Laura, thank you. Chief Operating Officer at nuEra Cannabis. Look them up. They got things going on today. They're part of the big competition. Best of luck to you in the Cup this year, too. Maybe we'll have you back after your big winnings. And, you know, if you send us some samples, I got some crew members that might want them. Just kidding.
I'm sure I can make something happen.
Just kidding.
All right. Thank you so much. It was a delight. Thanks for having us.
You're a delight. Thank you.